It's Week 18 of the NFL, and we'll see Drew Lock.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Murray going to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trey McBride, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. But you know it's never easy to get Kyler Murray down to the ground, and to do it with a sack on their first drive, what a great tone setter defensively.
Oh, and no one's celebrating more than the defensive coordinator, because that's all he's preached all week long. Keep him hemmed in. Don't let him get into the open field and create big plays with his feet. To get him down in the pocket early, that's got to feel great for them. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Shrugs him off. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out, the 4th-year man out of Missouri, Drew Lock.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, I've been reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. Lock to throw on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Seahawks at 13-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lock. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Cards will take over here just shy of the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, it's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Here comes third and the length of the football. Throwing now is Murray. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Murray from midfield. One of the linebackers has got it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side, a little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Throwing on first down is Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give for Walker running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Running left is Walker. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go.
Here's Locke to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Locke. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Lock exits on 4th down as Seattle sends out Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Murray a give. This is Goddard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. 14 yards that time for number 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. Touchdown! Zach Pascal, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Locks throw into the hands of Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have regained the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
But
found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Screen pass to Connor. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Block now to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration, because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Decided to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
2nd and 10. Lock going to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's through.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Returnable for Lockett. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A final shot before half for Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've hit halftime. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On play action, Lock. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty was...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running right, here's Walker. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. To throw it is Lock. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Lock now on 1st down. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5. That completes it again to Metcalf. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a touchback as Dortch elects not to return it. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona 1st.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
1st down, Murray. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Drew Lock and the Seahawks offense set to take over again. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, those body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Trying the left side with Walker. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a play fake, and here's Lock. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it this a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Lock. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, 66 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Greg Dortch now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
At the 32-yard line.
Wilson's got it complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Quick slant to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Now Murray again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. To throw, it's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Locke. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Seahawks are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24.
Cardinals 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
On first and 10, here's Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Boye Mafe came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray now. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll run for it with Connor. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. To throw is Murray. Throw out wide is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. To Connor on the check down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. TreMond Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Lock off a play action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Lock to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Murray, and his throw here is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Boye Mafe picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolute astounding effort by every player involved.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They'll actually throw it with Lock. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things in.